you some content. Daddy made you your favorite open wide. Here comes the content.
Back in 2003, I started my first photography job as a trainee photographer in a high street studio. On the way to the studio itself, along the stairway were a plethora of awards, which were hung and won by my manager at the time. In 2000, he had a gold award. 2001, he had a silver award. In 2002, he was awarded a bronze award. Despite the achievement of even being recognised as award-worthy, one of the customers going up to the studio pointed out to him at the time, "It looks like you're getting worse year on year." And that's why I found it so difficult to market and talk about my recent success at the Icon Awards in Las Vegas, Nevada. I was fortunate enough to be placed second in the Open In Camera Artistry division. And I know what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to say how humbled, how privileged, and how grateful I am to receive the award. And don't get me wrong, I feel all of those things, believe me, but it's very, very tricky to market and promote a second place award. It's funny, at the Oscars, they don't put a camera in Jennifer Lawrence's face and ask her how it felt to come second to Meryl Streep, because they don't announce first, second and thirds. And inevitably, with the awarding of a second place, the first question that people want to know the answer to is, who beat you? Well, who came first? In this instance, first place was awarded to a fantastic photographer from Australia, Chris Anderson, who created a technical masterclass in my division. And the wealth of beautiful images across the whole competition was certainly something that at times took your breath away. The unique and beautiful thing about the Icon Awards is that it promotes the production and judging of print. It's always been my firm belief that an image is just an image until it's been printed, and it's only then that it truly becomes a photograph. And if you're in the business of portraiture or capturing documentary or any line of photography really, you'll notice the difference in the way that people react to a digital image to the moment that they receive a print placed in their hand. It suddenly makes the craft and everything that you've tried to do with your work all the more real. And that's something that the Icon Awards should really be applauded for. But that still leaves me with a quandary of how do you promote second place in a positive, forward-thinking methodology? Watching the live stream of the positive critiques across the 2 days of judging and the eventual awards night itself, I was reminded of two things. Firstly, that anybody who's invited on stage at the awards night, whether it's to receive or present an award, or anybody who's had the privilege of sitting on a judging panel for competition, is there because they're standing on the shoulders of giants. In this creative industry, we are propped up by the people around us, whether it's our customers, the people who invite us and allow us with trust to put a camera towards them and to take their portrait, to capture their essence, or whether it's the people around us who know how hard it is for us as creatives to keep striving forward, to keep battling, to keep businesses afloat, to keep dealing with rejection, to keep trying to remain positive, to keep learning and to keep progressing. All of the people around us, whether they're in the photography industry, whether they're your family, your loved ones, your closest, or your friends, they're the people who really the results of any awards or any success is based around. I'm just the guy who's lucky enough to press the shutter. There are other people around me who lift me up when I'm feeling down, who support me, who promote me, and who ultimately, and most importantly, believe in me. And they're the ones who are truly the cornerstones and pretty much the foundations of any level of success that I achieve. And secondly, it's an opportunity for me to reflect. Around 5 years ago, I was in that same awards room in Las Vegas, Nevada for the first time, watching superstars from our world of photography ascend and descend the staircase with a growing number of glass trophies, and stood at the back corner of the room by a fire escape. I was thinking I could never get there. The level of imagery was too high. The skill and the craftsmanship was too great. The jump was just too big. And really, if you only take one thing from this video today, it's that you can, but you need help, love, and support from people both inside and outside of this brilliant photography industry. From people inside the industry, you need people you can trust, people you can bounce ideas off, and people who are going to give you a two-way critique. And by that, I don't mean just people filling you full of toxic positive traits. You're going to need people who are going to be honest with you and honest with their feedback and honest with how you can improve your work. And you need to be open to that criticism. It's vitally important to your development and to your growth. Finding the people you can trust is really down to you, and the only advice I would give there is to trust your heart and trust your gut instinct about who you let in. But maybe just consider the people who only deal in wholly positives and people who only deal in wholly negatives are probably not the right people. You need a balance between the two. And from outside the industry, you're going to need people who are going to be able to be patient with you, because patience is the greatest virtue that anyone can bestow upon you while you're chasing creative goals. And these people are the ones who are going to give you your why. And your why is the thing that's going to drive you to achieving your creative ambitions. So really, this award is a very simple thing for me to promote. As my manager back in the day hung his awards up and down the stairwell, irrespective of perceived levels of achievement, he was proud of them because they all represented a moment that was limited, that was fleeting, and that mattered to him. These opportunities to stop, to look back, to reflect, and to celebrate are really fleeting, and it's an opportunity for me to thank the people whose shoulders bear my weight.